Hello, I'm Sally Mahnken, and I'm the president of the Community Foundation Board. On behalf of the board and the staff, I really would like to welcome you on this very special occasion where we have come together to celebrate the career and the accomplishments of this incredible woman, Suzie Light. Suzie began her tenure in August of 1993 as the assistant director. And then in January of 1995, she was promoted to the executive director, what we call now the CEO. And that position she started in January of 1995. Under Suzie's leadership, the foundation's assets grew from $400,000 to more than $60 million.
Thanks to the donors and the board. I didn't write that check.
Also, the annual grant making during her tenure grew from $17,000 to more than $3 million. Suzie led the Community Foundation in the stewardship of a strong board of directors, a diverse donor base, and best practices in investing and grant making as evidenced by the Foundation's achievement for the national standards of U.S. community foundations. Her accomplishments are impressive, but more exceptional than her accomplishments is her ability to connect to people, whether that's a donor of $1 million or a student that has received a scholarship award. If you've ever been on the end of one of Suzie's hugs, and somebody asked me tonight, can I hug her? I was like, yeah, go ahead. If you've been on the receiving end of one of her hugs, or her laugh, we all know her laugh, or of her encouragement words, you know how special that is. Thank you for joining us to celebrate Suzie's accomplishments. I also want to give a very special thank you to the staff of the foundation that has worked very, very hard on this. And I'm going to call out their names, and I know if they're standing, and they're probably most of them back here. I know Tammy's over here, but I want you to put your hand up and wave so people know who you are. Brenda Rigdon, and I know Brenda's back there. She greeted you on the coming in. Cheryl Lahita, Riley Frankton, Kendra Housel, Amy Donnelly, Tammy Murphy, and I know Amy Cannon couldn't be with us this evening. So those are wonderful staff people that the CEO or the board could not do without. At this time, our new CEO, Stephanie Overbey, is going to have a special presentation. Stephanie.
Thanks, Sally. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. What a special night to celebrate an extra special woman. Special to all of us and very special to me. It's been my pleasure and privilege to serve under Suzie's leadership for 20 years. I had worked 3 or 4 different jobs for about a year at a time, and remember praying a prayer that God would send me someplace that I'd want to be for a long time and where I could be used, and now she can't get rid of me. So glad she hired me. Suzie, thank you for your incredible leadership to the Community Foundation, our donors, our board, our volunteers, our staff. I'm going to try not to cry. On a personal note, thank you for all that you have taught me about philanthropy and service and leadership. You taught me not just through words, but through example, and I am forever grateful. to now serve in the position that you have led so well. And I hope to make you proud. I think you've prepared me for that service. If you haven't had a chance to look at some of the messages that your many friends and colleagues and peers have recorded for you, they will be presented to you on a flash drive for you to keep forever, but they're also here tonight. It was too long for us to make part of a brief presentation, but lots of people had lots of wonderful things to say, and I know you'll enjoy watching them. So now, it is my pleasure on behalf of the Community Foundation Board to present you with a special gift. Most of you know about Suzie that she is a lover of the arts, especially public displays of art that are available for all to enjoy. And so the board commissioned a bronze relief sculpture that will be on public display in Suzie's honor. Before I unveil it, let me tell you just a little bit about it. Indiana artist Steve Shelby created this piece called Lighting the Way in bronze relief. Bronze relief is one of the earliest forms of visual storytelling sculpture and is anchored to a flat surface, like a wall. The piece is titled Lighting the Way. The plaque is there. I'm going to unveil it in a moment. But it reads, Lighting the Way, artwork by local artist Steve Shelby, commissioned by the Board of Directors of Kosciusko County Community Foundation in honor of Suzanne M. Light, Executive and Director and CEO from 1993 to 2020, celebrating her extraordinary contributions to the community and her intrinsic ability to unleash the power of philanthropy. In addition to the public piece, the artist has also designed a miniature version for you to wear as a piece of jewelry. I have that here for you. You can open that in just a moment. But for now, you're going to help me unveil the art. Okay? So, you'll take that end. Okay, there's 2 layers. It's kind of like very suspenseful that way. We can just drop it on the floor. Okay, you ready? This piece will be mounted. We'll actually have a small ceremony coming up in a few weeks to mount this to the outside of our building. And underneath it will be this plaque that I just read, and you have a lovely brooch in silver that matches. There's your brooch.
You know, she was always, at the annual luncheon, don't open it, you can't open it now. So now she can open it. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, board.
Thank you, board. Thank you all for being here, and especially I want to say thank you to Neil Carlson, who took a chance when he asked me if I would come to work at the foundation, and I said yes, and he goes, no, wait a minute, don't you want to read about it? I said, no, I want the job. And he said, no, wait a minute, don't you want to understand more and meet people? No, I want the job. Yes, I want the job. Thank you. Thank you. And Stephanie, I'm so proud of you. Navigating, day one as CEO was March 1st. Pandemic happened March 13th. And she navigated that with grace and just wonderful. Thank you. This is a great community, and you all make it that way. Thanks.